welcome here to TalkFCB and welcome back to the channel here today, guys, where I want to discuss with you some interesting quotes from Riqui Puig, because this is a player who, don't forget, when he was first coming through at the club during his early seasons there, we were all very much desperate for him to succeed here. We really did want the best for him. We wanted him to get chances, and I think at times we all felt that he was treated quite unfairly. But this was also a player, let's not forget, before his exit happened at the club last summer, that towards the end there were a few question marks about his commitment there to making it in the first team. There was also questions about his life away from the field, outside there of the pitch, maybe a lack of professionalism at times according to the media. And Riqui has been doing some talking over the past few hours, and these words here have caused a bit of a stir in the media, and I want to know what you make of his words, because on Xavi, he really didn't hold back there. He very much went after Xavi. He said Xavi did not treat me well during his time at the club, and he said that really surprised me. He said he actually stopped me from training with the team after returning from vacation last summer. He said, and he is friends with my family. He said we had a good relationship with him, and that is why it hurt me and surprised me so much, the way that I was treated by him. And I am just wondering, guys, what you make of those words there, because I do think that Riqui's time at Barça, the way that it ended, was a shame. I think that he had a really tough sort of few seasons, to be honest, and it wasn't just under Xavi, which is why here these words are interesting, because I would actually argue that Riqui's time under Koeman, that was a lot worse in terms of the treatment there, the lack of opportunities. But I do wonder there, looking into those words a bit more, did Riqui just expect it to be different because his family was friends with Xavi? Did he feel as though maybe that would give him a bit of an advantage, maybe a helping hand there to getting more chances in the first team? But we know at the very, very top level, that's not going to come into it there. That isn't really there going to be the difference between whether you make it or whether you don't. But it was also very interesting, I feel, on the words from Riqui, because when he was talking about Laporta, who is also, I believe, friends with Riqui's family, it was a different story. He said with Laporta, it was different. He actually saw a future with me. He wanted me to stay at the club and he wanted to renew me, but I wasn't going to stay at a club where the coach didn't want me for my career. I knew that I had to leave. And right now, the response from Barça that's sort of being put out in the media is that they're not necessarily going against Riqui's words. They're not outright denying what he's saying here, but I think everybody feels as though maybe it was all for the best, because I think Riqui right now at LA Galaxy, he's playing very, very regularly. He's playing a lot of football. He's playing very well. He's scored some incredible goals there in MLS. And I think in all honesty, guys, he's enjoying it out there. He's enjoying the lifestyle too. He's spoken recently about the fact that people leave him alone in America. He can play golf in peace, is what he says right now about where he is. And I think he's happy there. And I don't think right now we need to drag all of this stuff back out into the open. Obviously, he's unhappy with how his time at Barca ended. But what do you make, guys, of those words here from Riqui going into his exit properly, I feel, for the first time? Let me know in the comments down below your reaction to that. And coming up tomorrow, we are going to be looking ahead at now our first pre-season game against Arsenal. That is on the way. And I will see you guys soon. Thank you for all of the support. But until next time, as always, Visca El Barça.